What's up YouTube? Dougie Chong here. Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking about this wild stock market we're having and what moves I've been making. So lately, maybe in the past month or so, after what seemed like an endless climb for stocks, a lot of stocks have been taking a hit. Of course, this will depend on which companies you look at, but let's look at the VFV ETF, which tracks basically the top 500 companies in the US. Looking at the 1 month chart, it's very up and down. If you would have guessed that this is what would happen, I applaud you. But the number one rule in investing is that no one really knows with 100% certainty where the market will go. And overall, VFV is still up over the past month, and while it may look like a small amount, over the past few months, it's been steadily increasing. That's why for beginner investors, I highly recommend investing in VFV stock. It's very easy to manage and quite hard to mess up. You get partial shares of things like Amazon, Apple, very big, very stable companies, and the rule of thumb, you just put money in, kind of forget about it. The index fund will do all the work and all the managing for you. And unlike mutual funds or other funds that big banks like TD or CIBC will try to sell you, it doesn't charge like 2 or 3% fees, which might even be like your entire annual return sometimes. Basically, it charges I think like 0.08% or some very low fee to kind of just passively manage this fund. But for the purposes of this video, I'll be focusing on that dip section from about late November to early December, and I'll tell you what I do when I see situations like this. So to start, let's look at which stocks were falling to cause the VFV index fund to drop like it did. I made a previous video on how I sold some Tesla shares at around $1,100. I still believe in the long-term potential of this stock. I just thought that's like a slightly overvalued position, and then I can buy it back in a little lower. I didn't sell all my position, I sold some shares so I can buy more at a lower price. I probably should have bought some shares when it dipped a little over 1,000. Now it's sitting a little over 1,000. I'll try to buy back when it's a little under 1,000. This type of like few weeks worth movement is typically called a swing trade. In this past dip, I've done it with stocks like Facebook, Hive, and Tesla. The downside to this strategy is if you happen to miss your buyback, you miss out on potential gains. For example, if Tesla just kept climbing to 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, never came back below 1,000, I would be missing out on those gains. All of these stocks I intend to hold long term, so if the stock pulls back, drops maybe 20, 30, even 40%, I don't really see that as a negative because I'm just going to ride it out and hope that it goes back up in the future. But in general, most of the higher risk or technology plays, things like Uber, Airbnb, Beyond Meat, crypto stocks, those are the ones that have been hit the hardest. However, I did look at transferring some money to safer stocks, things such as bank stocks or restaurant stocks, but when I looked at them, they seem to experience no dips whatsoever. TD stock in particular is flying at like record highs, something like $95. I really cannot justify buying it at such a high valuation. So over the next few months, the main plays I'll be making is in Facebook, Tesla, and Hive. Hive stock I sold a little over $5, already bought back in the high 4s. So maybe I'll wait if it goes back up to sell a little more. Facebook, I'm in a buy position now, looking to sell around 350. Basically, I'll sell at 350, buy around 320. And Tesla, I still have to buy if it goes under $1,000. And the sell point is in that 1,100 to 1,200 range. So that's what I'm doing in this wild stock market. Let me know what your plays are in the comments below. Also, let me know if you have any stocks that you want me to recommend. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you in the next video.